Hello, my pretties. I'm sorry about the time it's been since I've last recorded this. I came down with a bit of a horrible cold last week, so I wasn't functioning at all. So, happens. I think I feel good enough to where it's safe for me to record again without major, horrible noises coming from my stomach. But if that starts, then I'll have to cut this and pick it up some other time. I have been mining a ton off camera just because I haven't had anything else to do this week. I worked most of last week, including Christmas Day, and that was okay. Got a lot I could complain about, but it wouldn't get me anywhere. So, just down here in my mine, at yleefallen, just roaming around looking for diamonds and emeralds and whatnot. I found one block of not block of emerald, but emerald ore so far down here. That was right over lava. I managed to save one of the diamonds, but not diamonds, emeralds, but it didn't pan out. There's a zombie there. I don't really care. Back at the base. Well, between last episode and this one, I made the manual and pickaxe I'm holding here, as well as this hammer, just to make mining easier on me. This hammer I used on both of them. I used the extra enchantment from the diamond and the block of gold. This I've only got repair and lapis. This I have lapis, redstone, and repair. Although the repair on this isn't all that impressive right now. So I'm thinking that will be a focus of today's episode. Does sulfur count as gems and fuel? I guess so. I made a golden bag of holding because there was a little too much down there for me to... After a couple of trips, I realized that I just wasn't getting anywhere with my trips, so I made the bag so that I could stick down there longer. I've also been considering just bringing down a crafting table to compress stuff like cobblestone and lapis, but I haven't got to that either. And there's just cobblestone in there. You're a mob drop. You two are gunk. Now over here. I had to upgrade the cobblestone barrel because it was full. Yeah, it's crazy, I know. I finished up the facades over here. You guys are still running for a while. The power situation I want to get into soon as well. By the way, the sheep that was in here committed suicide. The power situation I want to get into as well. I dug back here. This leads directly underneath the village. I have a plan for that. I did 3 deep in those areas. I want to get some type of power storage going so that we have the ability to just massively store up power. Over here, it's not entirely done yet, but I got like the main platform done. These I want to be the frosted blocks, but for that I need ice. There's 2 ways I could make ice. One would just be the simple way, putting silk touch on a pickaxe and finding ice. I don't think I haven't seen anything frozen quite yet. That volcano is very strange. I also want to possibly move away from these generators. They're nice and all, but really at this point, we could be chugging power a bit better. But in order to do that, we are going to need if we want to have a constant stream of power being made, we're going to want something to store that power. Now, there are 2 simple blocks and then some less simple blocks, because that totally made sense when it came out of my mouth. We could use thermal expansion storage, the energy cells. These are familiar to me, and while they can be relatively cheap early on, I just don't feel as though they're ideal for this situation, at least. I like that Buildcraft finally added a creative engine. Long time coming there. Instead, is it called a cell? No, it's not. Ender.io. I know how to spell, I swear. Has these blocks, capacitor banks. Now, they are fairly heavy on redstone, and energetic alloy requires a bit of glowstone. I need 4 of these, which means I'll need 8 of those. I can do that, though. I need 8 of you. 8 of you. Gonna need like a stack of you. Eight of you. Gonna need copper and 4 electrical steel. For some reason I haven't been refining ores quite as much as I should be. But that's not a problem. Need to wait for the iron to finish here. Now, while it's cooking that up, we should come over here and begin work on the other portions. We're gonna need 1 redstone block, gonna need 4 pulverized coal and 8 of these. That's probably too much. In fact, it's exactly double too much. Double too much? Really, Wiley? Really? Some days, I wonder if I'm actually human. Most days I wonder if I'm actually human. Took me a second to realize what I said there. Now, we want to pulverize up this coal. This is just the gunk chest where I haven't gone through and actually done the stuff with it yet. We've got 3 of you so far. Now, I can put a basic... Okay, I can't do it with the basic. Never mind then. These 2 capacitors I can put into the machine as well as using them. I'm also interested in making one of these photoviolet cells. I think I said that right. It's a relatively simple recipe, but solar power, as many people consider it, is rather cheaty. You need 3 slabs, 3 glass, and quartz. I need glass. It only produces 10 RF per tick, so I'm not too worried about it being overkill. I'm gonna need 2 of those, not just 1. One, 2... No. Okay. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Get you for now, and I'm gonna need to compress or macerate you up. These don't go there, these go here. And electrical steel in the corners. Okay. Now, for 5 million RF storage, that is a pretty good deal. Now, the real question is, where do I want to put this? I suppose I could just put it here. It's not ideal, but it does work. Now I need coal, iron, And what was the last part? Silicone. I'm sure I've got that laying around somewhere. Yeah, of course I do. Of course I do. I am completely prepared for this episode. Don't take my word on that. Just trust me. You don't want to take my word on that. I'm thinking I'll also want a power monitor. But that's something I'll probably end up making off camera, because making a comparator is very painful. Come on. There you go. There's my little electrical steel. Now, there should be some energy conduits in one of these. That one. I need fused quartz. Of course I need fused quartz. Okay, that's cooking up. We can plot this out a bit. Gonna want the dirt here. If we place it there, and run it there. This will make it so that it's completely hidden, but the power still goes straight into the capacitor bank. And 2 fused quartz. Gonna need 1 daylight sensor. What? And there's my cell. Sleep through the night, and we can go place this down. Oh, ooh. Fudgesicles. Can I make this jump? Of course I can. Okay. So, now we should have some passive energy creation. Okay. So, with that, I want to make, in here somewhere there is a wireless charger. What do I need for that? I need an octave vibrant alloy, ender pearl on those. Those will be the easy part. Ender resonator. I'll need a slice and splice. Solarium's just soul sand and something else, gold. But I'll need an Enderman head. Okay. If we are to head downstairs, I think... No, we don't have enough for it. Okay, I'll go mining in the nether again, so that we get enough to make a manual cleaver. What? Yeah, that will be pretty simple to make, and then I'll go out on a little killing spree again. Probably just stack beheading on there. Until then, though, my pickaxe is running really low. Like, it's getting a bit problematic. So I'm going to make a ingot cast. And I'm going to pour myself a manual ingot and use this to just repair my pickaxe. Which I can't do here, apparently. Probably needs to be in the tool forge. Yeah. Because that was overpowered when you could just, like, do it anywhere on the go. And now that my pickaxe is completely repaired again, I will figure out what I'm gonna do next and be right back. Okay, so we're going to work on a second power concern, which is a bit less of a concern than a way to store power, because now passively over time we will collect power, and I can continue to use the survivalist generators, which produce a fair amount. But I want to... Really? It's gonna be a pain on me. Can I put you? No. Okay, so I have to let that cook up now. I want to make a magmatic dynamo and a drum. With the drum, I will... 2 of you, 1 of you, 1 of you. I will do trips to the nether in order to fill that. I'll figure out a way to lower myself down to the lava in order to do that. But I will use this to power the magmatic dynamo. You're losing power. I guess that would make sense. We don't exactly have powerful production of energy. Let's see here. We will also need a fluid conduit. I don't think we need pressurized. Quite clear glass. generator we could be using. I'm not sure if that's ideal, though. We might as well just make it pressurized, because I know those will be the ones we'll need a lot of in the future. That's almost done. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go fill up this drum while we're waiting, and we'll alloys only. Geez, she could behave. You know, there's no need to be like this. I always find it being in the Nether to be rather unsettling. Not really my preferred area of expertise. Like, throw me in the end, I'm fine. I love the end. Just, I'm smart enough not to look at the Enderman. But if you throw me in the Nether, crab surprises me very easily, and I am a very, very jumpy person naturally, so these two don't combine well. I didn't manage to completely fill the drum. I ran out of cobblestone in order to make the platform, but I've got 52 buckets worth. And that should be more than enough for now. I can go back later and... Hi, Peg. I can go back later and work it out. But for now, you go in there. You. Nether brick over here. And netherrack right here. Did you... Don't know if that'll be enough. Actually, I'm gonna need to put that on alloys only. Just cook up the quartz, I've got plenty of it. And throw the ardite in here. No. I learned the trick to this. If you pulverize the ardite, pulverized ardite in the smeltery, and cobalt for that matter, produce twice as much as the ore. Well, they produce the same amount as the ore, but there's twice as much of them. So, in theory, you're getting more. And will that be... That should suffice. Now, I'm gonna need redstone. Let's get you out of the way. Magmatic dynamo. One of you... There needs to be a new texture for silver. I'm sorry, but that is just awful. And then... Boom. Now, the tricky part of this will be placing it so that it's face down. Okay. And you extract always active. You are producing power, I believe. Yeah, we're definitely getting a lot more. And it is nighttime, so the passive power gen isn't going. Which means we're set for power. Yay. This will have to manually be moved and filled up, but for what it's providing, I think it's worth it. The last thing I want to do really quick is make a coke oven, which is bricks and sand. Never mind, I won't be making that this episode. I think I'll just do that. I'll need to go and get more sand. There is a zombie charging me. Hello, Mr. Zombie. Goodbye, Mr. Zombie. I have been collecting my sand from these hills over here. Like, I think we should be able to... Oh, guess we can't see. Yeah, right here. You see how this is a lighter texture? That, I believe, means it's sandstone? No. One of these, I've been just stripping of sand. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!